Hi guys, good evening. I hope you had fun from since the last episode making asteroids, you know. In this episode we're going to refine a bit our technique into creating asteroids. You know, avoiding all these non-planners and overlapping polygons that may happen during, you know, fractalization of the subdivision process. And we will also be looking into texturing our asteroids, both with procedurals and image maps. Okay, so let's get going. First of all, as I said, we will look into more into the process, refine it quite a bit. Just let me bring up the chat. The chat is here. Great. No one has arrived yet, but anyway, no worries. So, as I said, let's start with unzooming quite a bit, up to say 100 meters per grid grid rectangle, and then we will be choosing box. Now the first thing to notice here is that here, so let's say I want to make that into a rectangle. So this box here, the first thing I want to avoid is having that as being elongated into one or more axes. I should instead create a box as square as it gets first. Here, let's say, then play enter. Let's see how it is. Yes, here, and then after a while, let me do some beveling, because if I had this elongated. Hi Anthony. Hi. Where? Oh, Amiga Garland and Anthony are here. Great. Welcome, guys. So I've just started to go through our asteroid creation process again, in order to avoid all these you know, non-planar polygons and overlapping polygons that may give an error to the renderer. So first of all, as I said, I am unzooming at an adequate distance, like an adequate scale of around 100 meters per square, and then I'm invoking my box tool. And now the difference between this and the previous technique is that now I'm refining it, and my first concern is to keep my box as square as it gets. Okay, so I start with this, and then I am choosing one side, and then followed by a bevel, as long as you know, as much as I want, keeping each segment as square as possible. Let's do now a shift, and I will be shifting it, let's say 220 meters. So there, great. So now I have now I can work on my asteroid. You say, you know, I want to okay, let's jitter my points a bit, jitter, and I say normal. The range should be like 50 meters. Yeah, there. Let's do that again. Great. So I'll be starting from that. I can of course break a bit, you know, this squariness, but anyway, let's leave it at there. Going to options again, I'm making sure that I have quadrangles, and I am starting subdividing. So faceted, no, sorry, metaform. What am I doing? It's Monday, you know, sorry. Metaforming, and let's start with a fractal of 2 and see what's going on. So my asteroid has just started taking shape. There. And now I want, now the goal is to have the last subdivision stage with a fractal of 0. Okay, so let's say I can exaggerate once more, but then I have to start minimizing the fractalization. So let's skip the second stage. First of all, I'd like to save. Hold on a bit. There, I'm saving now. Very, very important. Object, and say asteroid stage 1. Okay, subdivision there, and asteroid stage 2, subdivision, and now I'm starting to, let's say, fractal 1, subdivision stage 3, maybe some more, perhaps 1.5. Yes. Okay, now I have enough, you know, mountainous terrain to play with. Asteroid stage 3, and here let's go to 1. Asteroid stage 4. Save. We're going to be doing quite a lot. Yep. Then 0.4 there. Okay. Stage 5. And the final stage. Morning, Santi. Wow, guys. Welcome. So glad to see you all here. So the final stage now, options and triangles. The final stage should have fractal 0. There. Okay, so let me save this final stage as stage 6. Okay, so I have the stage 6. Now let's see, what is my polygon count? Oh, 2000. 20,000. Oh, not bad at all. So now I'm doing a surfacing and keeping it into asteroid. Apply and save again. Asteroid stage 6. Okay, and now I'm going to lay out and give it some more color, etc. So loading objects, asteroid stage 6. That looks quite nice. Let me see now. Tracing shadows, it will show all my bad polygons, if any. So make sure you have it on. So now there's no textures, but it looks quite homogeneous. So maybe if I rotate it a bit. No, not this. There. Ah, great. There's a valley here as well, so I can maybe in the coming episodes we'll start building a city on the, you know. Anyway, now we'll start creating the surface of the asteroid. One thing I read about during the week about asteroids, asteroids are not gray. They have lots of other colors. If they are made of iron, iron nickel, they are silver, dark silver, or red, you know, red brown. If they're made, if they have ice as well, they have this whitish icy thing, you know, crystal thing. And I also read there was another kind of material, or you know, there are many other kinds of materials, but there's one more one more variety that has a brown greenish. So we'll start by, you know, mixing all this, you know, logical cases here. So let's start by giving a base color. So we'll start by, you know, let's make it an iron core. So let's there perhaps, and something like this. Hold on. Something like, I think there, perhaps. Now I have smoothing on. Yeah, and start looking like this. Okay. And let's see now. Luminosity, we don't need that. Diffuse at 100, yes. Specularity, we might need that in the later. Reflectivity, no. Transparency, no. Edge transparency, no. We don't need that. Bump map, of course, we are going to be needing that. And in fact, let's start by bumping it a bit. So I usually like to do fractal bumps, and the thing is that let's say I start by a grid of 50 50 50. Okay, my texture amplitude is 50%, the frequencies are 3, and let's see what we've made of it. Now it starts becoming, you know, somewhat like an asteroid. One thing to take into account is that the layers, they are fighting with each other into fighting. No, that's not the correct way to put it. Let's say that we have, and if we have an object and we don't apply bump map on it, then this the height of the polygons is going to be on 0. Okay, if I apply a bump map that has black and white, black being the depth, the deepest you know, depth, and the, you know, and white the highest, then I'm going to be having minus 128 plus 128, and this is an absolute limit, which means that if I apply another layer with another bump map, both layers are going to sum up to and down to these limits. For example, if I put an A, if I, you know, if I well, maybe I will do an example here, or maybe not. Hold on a bit. Let me go to Brilliance and start making something. So let's say I take my brush, etc. here, take a big brush here. Hi Doug, welcome. So I'm creating a bump map, so the black is going to be the deepest point of my object, and the white is going to be the highest. So let's do, you know, la, etc, etc, etc. And I want that, for example, I'm going to be taking that as a brush, of course, there, and saving that as an example. 3D, webcasts, episode 20, and images, and then I get like example 1, no, bump example 1. Okay, there, IFF. to be politically correct. And let's say I'm loading that into my into a light wave. No, sorry, there. And no. Bump example 1. Okay. Oh, come on, Doug. No, really. I just exceeded myself, you know. Anyway, so let's see. I've loaded that in the memory. I'm disabling this layer for the time being. Adding new texture, planar image map, Z-axis. I wanted to, you know, go from the front and do the thing it has to do. So this is my bump map texture. Let's say I want to put it on 100%. So white will be the highest and black will be the lowest. Now I'm going to show you the limits of this. Well, well, great. Where is that? Yeah, that's because it's too small, perhaps. Yep, it's too small. 50, 50, 50. I see nothing. I see nothing. Why is that? Okay, let's say I want to see where my bump map is going to land. So I go to color texture, remove these guys here and say 50, 50, 50, Z, and see where it will go. Ah, it's up here. So, and this is why this is because I've moved that. Yes, there. So here is my 3D potato for the of course. So now I have my texture here. Let me increase its size. There. Okay, so here's my texture, and I don't need that pixel blending thing, so it has to be, yeah, it's gonna be there. So first of all, I can use, since it's black and white, I can use the same file to define an alpha channel. So my texture alpha image is going to be the same. And yes, black is going to be nothing, white is going to be the texture. For this is much better. Okay, and I'm going to be copying all these all these attributes into the bump map layer. So 150 for everything, Z, etc., and no pixel blending. Although I don't remember if it is possible to have a pixel blending here. So here, Z 150, 150, 150, and let's see what we did, which falls exactly on my, yeah, the Ham 8 is doing, you know, all these artifacts. But if I take away my color layer, because it was a helping hand tool, now I'm gonna be having a texture here. So it is aliens, you know. This thing now, let's say, okay, let me come closer to the potato. There. So this is my bump map. Okay. Back in the here. So this is 100%. Sometimes some input fields support numbers more than 100%, but not the bump map. So if I say go into 400%, the bump map is going to be the same, I think. Or maybe there's a surprise for me here, but anyway. Does it look the same? So let's create another layer. I'm adding a new, oh, what happened? There. There, next, remove, next, here. 2D potato. These chips will get you fat. So here is another layer. So I have 100%, and now I have to move it a bit to the right so that we will be having some, so that we will be able to compare them. So here's 2 layers. Aha, so I can actually exceed 100%. So the left one is 400% and the right one is just 100%, which is very, very useful actually. See, 100%, and this is 400%. So how far does it go? 2000%? Whoa, so I can do that. So very nice thing to know. We can exceed 100% and have a result from that. Okay, now let's say I hit the no, actually I'm not gonna say that, because now we have proof that this requester goes up to 11, 20,000. See, it gets even better. But anyway, yeah, so we are doing that. This goes more as as long as it goes. And pixel blending is on, yes. So thing to know, this requester here goes as high up as we want that. I don't want to learn to find out how much the limit is. you will be doing that. I'm removing that thing now, and let's start texturing our potato into a decent asteroid. Use texture, and let's see what we can do first from the color side. So fractal noise, my favorite, and let's put some ice at some point. Let's put some ice. Let's say we have a texture fall off as well of 10%. That center should be at 100 meters. Hold on. Ah, there it is. And fall off 1% perhaps. There, here's my ice. I can put some more contrast, and let's leave that as they are right now. 200 as the center. Now moving it towards the right. There. Okay. Since I have a bump map here, let's remove that and see what's going on here. There. Smoothing. Let me add a light or move the ice towards the left, because I want that to be specular. And how I'm going to do that? First, let me see, there, minus 200. There. Now I'm moving my camera. I want to see what's going to be happening here, there. And I want my ice to be visible there. Oh yes. Even the 0.6 is you know, is not. You grab a coffee and wait for it to happen. So now that I've placed my ice as I wanted, now I want to increase its size. Actually, let's see if 50 is a nice number. Yep, and I'm increasing my frequencies so that I will be having a more, you know, fractalized, yeah, something like that. Okay, actually the fall off should be 0.9 something, and I want my something like this. Yes. Yeah, it really is slow actually. You have to say, if you lower the you know, the resolution, you might get somewhere, but it is slow if you want to do some, you know, some work, some real work. Anyway, now I have my color there, okay, and I want this area to also be specular. And you know, it's very simple. You actually copy all these things to the specularity layer. So let's say frequencies 5, 3, 50, 50, 50, and minus 200. Let me see if I can remember them. If I can remember all these. So let's do fractal noise, yes. Texture value, yes. Frequencies 5, 3. What was it now? 50, 150, 150, 150. No, wait, it was 50. 50 and minus 200 and minus 200. Let me verify that. Go back here. Text 50, yes. Well, I vote the toaster system. So yeah. So now this is specular. Let's say I have it here. I forgot to do the fall off thing, 0.9. So there. So now where I have white is going to be specular as well. Okay, no, it might not be that visible at the moment, but anyway. So let's have some more colors, and let's see now. That was a bad move, because now this layer, the ice layer, sits on the bottom, you know. But anyway, let's see if we can remedy that. Now we want a bit brownish there, and let's say frequencies 3, yes, 50, 60, 50. Now I'm starting to layering up a bit. There. And since let's say I will having this this asteroid for a close-up. Now I'll start scaling down my textures. So let's say 18, and doing a bit more of a something more of a gray thingy. Frequency 5, 6 or 5. Contrast 1.2. Okay, so now I think I'll be having some fall off going on and put some 0.5% and then send this gray towards the other side. Something like this. Okay, so this looks like, you know, a sweet potato with some ice and some cement on the other side. Yeah. So let's see, how can we give it more life? So now it will be a good idea to copy everything, you know, all these textures from, let's say, first the ice. Let's put some ice. So 50, 50, 50, 5, 3, and 0.9, and minus 200. Let's see if I can remember all these. So fractal bumps, 50, 50, 50. Let's put this to 100. Frequencies 5. And texture was the fall off was 0.9, and my center was it minus 200? Minus 200. So this should have, hold on. As we said, this, you know, for putting 500 should be more texture-y. The Osiris Rex. Really? Wow. That is huge. And then let's say here, next 50, 60, 50, no fall off. 3, 1, 50, 60, 50, 3, 1, 50, 60, 50. Let's say 200. I don't remember how many frequencies there were. And see here, color texture. No, this one, 0. Fall off, only the size. Yes, contrast 1. So the next one is going to be having contrast 1. Oh, it doesn't need 1. So here it is. And some crumple as well. So 10, 20, 10, number of scales. There. Okay, so this can be, you know, if I go on toying with it, say 20% here and some fall off to go from say 0.5%, then I will be having a 140 there. Crumple is great, yeah. So the more layers I put, the more processing time it requires. Anyway, here is my basic, you know, the basic texturing I have done to that potato asteroid. I'm saving all this. Now, let's say I want to make some more texturing, you know, not only this bump map that is too shallow and so on. So my only choice would be to start to make a displacement map. Okay, so let's create a lava, say a lava lava pool or something. No, maybe maybe a lava river. So I'm going to brilliance again, and let's keep it, you know, simple, and say I want, what will be the color? Let's first start by doing my by making our alpha image. So let's do, that will be the river, for example. And I don't really have to there create maybe some branches here, select a smaller brush there, for example, and so on and so on. Anyway, and so on here. So let's say this is my lava river. Let me see here if I have some, yeah, some whites here. Maybe a pool here. There. So first of all, I'm saving that as an alpha layer. So save as 3D images. No, wait. 3D webcast episode 20 images and lava alpha, which is, yes. After we've done that, now we can change the color of my lava river and say, let's have it perhaps something like this, or no, something like this there. Yeah. Yes. So let me copy that into white and maybe some mixing with another reddish color. And let me choose another brush. Let's see here. No, undo. Maybe some smear, but anyway, let's keep this. Let's keep it simple, just for the sake of experimentation. Lava color there. And when we've done that, do I need anything else? Do I need anything else? Yes. For those of us guys who want to learn brilliance better, There's a guy I recently subscribed to on YouTube that that uses Brilliance very much, and I think he applied to your competition, Doug, but I failed to remember his name. I mean, it may come to me. Yes, Invent 71. He's very, very good. Anyway, now that we have created our lava river, we are loading my images, our images on inside Lightwave. So I have lava alpha, which is the white river, and lava color, which is the real lava. And what I want my lava to be deeper than the crust, than the surface. So I'm going to displacement map here, and let's say I think a spherical image map would be more appropriate for the occasion. The axis should be X. The axis is X, you know. Z is from where I'm standing into, you know, towards forward. The X is on my, you know, side, from side to side, and the Y is from top to bottom. So now I'm having lava alpha. I'm having this river here, pixel blending on. Yeah, no worries actually about that. And let's see. The width wrapped amount. Yes, this is what I wanted to have. This instead for size, we have wrap amount in our spherical image map. So let's see what's happening and what we did here. Exactly, Kevin Saunders. Yeah, so I've lost it. So maybe we will do the planar image map instead. I want my texture to be like -100. I want to be seeing that near. I've lost it. Let me see. There, maybe. -100 pixel blending. Yes. Z axis. So, yep. Do you guys have any news about New Tech and the recently, you know, the company that acquired them? Again, if you want to see where your texture is, you just go to color texture for Asteroid, add new texture, planar image map, and then you use your lava alpha to, you know, 50 50 50, say Z -100. Oops, sorry, there, and see what's. Aha, so here's my river. So I want it -80 perhaps. That size would be 100. So here's my lava river. Maybe I want it there. There is our lava river. So here's some very interesting things we can do with it. First of all, I am replacing that with the lava color. Secondly, I am using my lava alpha to exclude all the black from around. Then I am going to luminosity, and I am adding, of course, my lava alpha there. No repeat. And of course, I would like to copy all these attributes from the color, the color layer. 150, 150, 150, minus 80. 150 minus 80. 150 minus 80. I guess you are starting to understand what I am starting to do. What, you're buying a silicon graphics computer? I'm jealous man. So as you see, our lava is forming, and I want it to be deep down, so deep down below the crust. Minus 80. Minus 80. And the texture amplitude here can be also negative, so minus 200, let's say, or minus, say, 100 just for starters. Here 150, yes, minus 80, and see what we've done. And also what I can do, I can also go to displacement map here and copy everything. 150 minus 80, and do a texture amplitude of 5 perhaps, and see what's going on here. Whoa, and now I'm starting to having bad polygons, bad polygons. There. There I should also have some how about 152. So here is my perhaps minus 6 there. I'm still having some bad polygons, but anyway, it doesn't matter, because I can, let's say I remove that, or say, okay, -1, and I go to my bump map and create and do this minus 300, put some more size, 160 there, so that I will have an area of some more to do. Now I have to actually, let's see, just a bit off center. 79 minus 78 there. Yes, there. And my first one is frequencies 7, and my ice is going to be there. Yes, there. Yeah, so this is how we can texture our asteroid. The thing is, when the camera starts coming near towards the asteroid, you have to have a layer for that level of detail as well. So right now I'm somewhat, away. Let me see what I have here as texture. This is here. Perhaps I should put it in 150 as well. So yeah, if I add another texture and say I limit my the size at around 2, okay, and this should be of course 110 maybe. Okay, so now I can zoom in towards the asteroid, by having, a level of detail, even if I am quite near. And, with the same way as I did my lava, you can create crumpled, more crumpled landscapes than I've done right now. So if I zoom in, if I go in actually with my camera, say here, yeah, you either need more geometry. You can fake it, of course, but up to a point, as you say. So when the camera gets near, you should be having a more detailed object ready, so that you would replace that with you would replace your low detail object with a high one. And in the weekend, I was looking at a plugin that was called LOD, Level of Detail. I also have the source code for that. I think it was on that package with the Lightwave plugins. I don't know if you guys can use it with success, but my Amiga crashes each time I'm trying to use it. So, there is some offset here. But anyway, so I will try to recompile it. You have to create some, I have to download some SAS-C or, to create the developer environment, and then I'll try to recompile it for 060, 040 or anything. But so far I cannot use it. So yeah, you can fake some detail here. I have some offset here actually. Anyway, I can fix that later for you guys. So yeah, here's 150, 150, 150. And this is minus 80, so that will fall into place. Yes. And you can use anti-aliasing here. So if I put 5, or maybe, yeah, this is much more smoother. It looks like, yeah. Anyway, how much time do we have? Oh, we have some minutes. And that's the way we can create craters, for example. Okay, so maybe in the next episode I will be showing some craters, or maybe I have someone here, some files here. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, great. So this is the I'm saving everything for you guys, for the patrons. Let me save the scene as well. The asteroid scene. So this is there. Let me move that. Yeah, I may make some animation for you guys, or add some background stars. If you, for example, want to make a crater, I have brilliance here is there. If you want to create a crater, you can, for example, follow as an example this here, crater bump. Yeah. So what do we have here? The background we can ignore. Okay. Now the crater starts, let's say, white is the highest point, and the dark gray here are the lowest points. So this gray here has to be lighter than this here. So if you start going on from the edge, you begin with light gray, it becomes white, which translates into a slope, and you know, and oh, what do you guys call that? You know, a mountain, for example. Yes, it becomes a mountain goes up. Yeah, a cone, or you know, you go uphill. You know, you start going uphill, and here when the white starts to become gray again, you start downhill, and you have you know, at the end you fall down to the gray here. You can also do it, have it as a black, but I didn't want it to interfere with the alpha channel is black. So in order to do that as a real crater, you have to have the adequate geometry to do that. So what does that mean? If I want to apply that on the asteroid here, let's say crater alpha, crater bump, load, and crater alpha. See, my crater alpha is just a black and white. So let's say if I want to, I want to have a displacement map first. So let's say I'm creating a bump and I want my alpha here. Okay. The texture amplitude should be, let's begin from 0. I don't remember how it was. And the texture size should be like this, and minus 20, which will put it more to the right from my lava river. And let's see what we've done. So this should appear somewhere here, if we're lucky. And no, we're not lucky. Wait a minute. No, minus 20 should be here, yes. Anyway, I'm performing the good old trick where I'm going adding new texture and create crater alpha and do a 150 there. Let me speed things up by going low resolution. There it is. There is my, my crater. And no, this one, yes. Crater alpha. Let me do the alpha thing and see. Okay, I'm on 0, 0, 0, 150, 150, and 150. So I'm going back to displacement map and 150, 150. Texture, let's keep it at, yeah, let's keep it on minus 20. So, and let's do that a 5. Let's make that a 5 and see where. Yeah, so here is the, I think this is it. Let me do it, let's make it a 12 and see the yep, 25. Is that it or no? Ah, come on, what am I doing? Texture opacity is 0. No one's saying anything, There is my crater. Great. So as you can see, the geometry is adequate. I think it even looks it's even visible on the layout. So let me go in and see how beautiful this crater is. Great. Ah, there they are. So what I can do here is I can either go back into modeler, subdivide either the whole asteroid or just this part, which would be smarter actually, and go back and come back. Or I can, let's say, make it a 250. Yeah. Yeah, but it needs geometry. All right. So that's how we can carve our asteroid surface to make it more realistic. Let's see here. And so there, I'm saving that. I'll be saving all the other layers here. And since I can't sit just like that, I will create another one. No, hold on. Let's see. There's, yes. Let's do a metaform and see how much I can torture my Amiga. Oops, our time is due, but anyway, just a few more minutes. Yeah, as you can see, we get these nodes, but let me try and do that stage 7. And load that thing, replace and load. There. I think. Ah, yes. I have to load stage 6. There. Yes, asteroid, and then clear asteroid 6 and save all object. There. Ah, very, very close. Now the crater is almost there. Again, it would be the smartest thing would be to subdivide just this area if you want to do that. Anyway, that's about it. Are there any questions, suggestions, remarks, complaints, whatever? Nothing? All clear? Great. By the way, as you can see, all these nodes that are created, that's because I subdivided, I took the already triangle, you know, polygons and subdivided it once more. So if you know, this all should have been avoided, you know, and the result should be even better if I went back into stage 5, did the stage 6 as quads, and then changed to stage 7 as, you know, as I've said, as I told you in the previous episode. So that's about it. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I am quitting that, and I would like to shout out to the patrons that are supporting the show. George Sokianos, also known as Walkero, Midwan, Yarla, Anthony Jarvis, GS, and Todd Chamberlain. Thank you guys, thank you, and Santi also for all this info that you've been giving me. Doug for having them, for doing us the honor to drop by today. Everyone, you know, thank you guys, and bye bye. Have a nice one.